All right, we're going to be working on section 3.3 today, which is a little bit more difficult, but I would like to tell you my tale of two tweets from this Sunday. At about 3:05, the Vikings fell behind 26-23 on a late touchdown with about 20 seconds left, and I tweeted 2013 Viking slogan, "The more things change, the more they stay the same," implying that the game was over. And then about 10 minutes later, the Vikings had won the game, and I tweeted, "The Vikings will go to the Super Bowl. Peterson for MVP ponders the future." So as a true Vikings fan, my faith is quite bipolar depending on what the score of the game is. I hope that gave you a little bit of a chuckle. And for any Packers fans out there, I understand that the Vikings will not actually go to the Super Bowl or playoffs for that matter. I would like you to try these on your own. These will be review over what we've been working on the last few days. Although Ponder did look good, so maybe not Super Bowl this year, but maybe Super Bowl next year. We'll see. Okay, for this top one, to multiply by 3 on both sides, I get x equals 21. This one here, -3. X equals -3. And for the bottom, I'm going to divide by 2/3 on both sides, which means that I'm going to do 4/1 times 3/2, which gives me 12/2, which gives me 6. So y equals 6. If you have questions on those, please bring those to class tomorrow. Whoops. Okay. Now, as we do PEMDAS or OPOP, depending, we're always going to work our way down when we're doing order of operations problems, the O. However, when we're solving equations, we're going to work our way up. And I think most of you already know this because we've been solving equations for a few years now, but I just kind of want to make a reminder. Or the way I think of it, you want to get rid of everything away from the variable. Okay, so if you have 3x minus 2, the 3 times x, that's the last step that you're going to do because it's closest to the variable. The minus 2, you want to get rid of that first because it's farthest away. So, as we work on these problems, we're going to do them just like we did before, except now we have multiple steps instead of just one. So I see the 3x is closest to variable, so I want to get rid of what's farthest away from the variable, which is the +7. So I know the opposite of +7 is -7. I like drawing these lines to tell me when my steps are over, by the way. So I get 3x equals -15. Okay. Now we have a whole new step that we're starting. We have 3x equals -15, so I'm going to divide by 3 on both sides. And I end up with x equals -5. Okay, we got a little bit of a patriotic theme here, but the idea is that this is a problem by itself. And then after that step, it's like we restarted the problem over. Okay, so here I would get 3 times -5. I'm checking my answer here, by the way. +7 equals -8. So I get -15 plus 7 equals -8. That is a true statement, so my answer is correct. As we move to the bottom, it's the same process that we just did. Okay, we want to get rid of what's farthest away from the variable, which is the -15. So I'm going to add 15 to both sides. Now I draw the line to tell me to restart the process over. I get 6x equals 24. From here, I divide by 6, and I get x equals 4. Once again, I'm going to go back and check my answer. 6 times 4 minus 15 equals 9. 6 times 4 is 24. Subtracted 15 equals 9. That is a true statement. So that's it. I would like you to try these on your own, so please pause the video. I really think Ricky Rubio is going to come back and have a great year. You know, the Heat won it last year. I'm pretty sure that the Timberwolves will win it this year. Oh, I didn't even notice you there. We got more problems to do. Very exciting stuff. So I'm going to add 4 to both sides. I get 7x equals negative 7. I divide by 7. So I get x equals negative 1. Here, I'm going to subtract 5. By the way, there's lots of ways you can do this, and I'm not going to get super picky on how it looks as long as you're getting the right answers. But I do want you to show me work. I'm just not going to be like, well, your equal signs don't line up perfectly. I want you to do whatever makes sense to you, but I do want you to check your answers always. There you go. Any questions, please bring those to me in class. How many do we got left here? Oh, 3 of them, huh? Okay, this one talks about how sometimes we have to do a first step before we start. Okay? Now, there's 2 ways you can do this. You can either combine these 2 terms right away for 4x before you start, and then you would have 4x minus 8 equals 24. Or, and I'm going to do the other way over here, or you could add the 8 right away to both sides, and then you would get 7x minus 3x equals 32. I'll show you that both of these will give you the same answer. 4x minus 8, we're going to add 8 to both sides. So we get 4x equals 32. Divide by 4. So x equals 8 over here. And on this side, now we notice that we can combine the terms. So we have 4x's equals 32 total. We divide by 4. So x equals 8. Either way is fine, because you're going to get the same answer, whatever way makes most sense to you. But this stands for combining like terms. It means when you have x's, multiple x variables, or multiple regular numbers that are all on the same side, you can either combine those terms right away, or you can combine them later in the problem. Either way is fine. Okay, now I'm going to do the top one. I'm going to have you do the bottom one here. If you see parentheses, okay, you need to do the distributive property right away. Okay, don't wait. We learned it for a reason. Yes, Rachel, we have to do the distributive property every day. Okay, so here I'm going to distribute the 3 to both terms. So we have 5x plus 3x plus 12 equals 28. I notice the x's can be combined right away, so I'm going to do that and get 8x plus 12 equals 28. Now I'm going to solve the problem just like we've been doing here. I'm going to subtract 12. And I get 8x equals 16. I'm going to divide by 8 on both sides, and I get x equals 2. Okay, now, how are we doing on time? Whoa, we're going to run out. Okay, so now what I want to do is I'm going to do the store function. So I'm going to go to store for x, and I get 2 there. And I'm just going to plug in the original problem. 5x plus 3 parentheses x plus 4, and I'm hoping to get 28. And I do. So then I know that I checked my answer. Okay, I would like you to try the bottom one on your own. Watch your negative. Okay, we're back. Rush it a little bit because we're running a tiny bit over time. So I get 8x minus 2x minus 14. If you made a mistake, it's probably right here. Equals 16. That gives me 6x minus 14 equals 16. I'm going to add 14 to both sides, and then I'm going to move it up here to the right. So I get 6x equals 30. I divide by 6. And I get, whoa, I don't know what happened there. There we go. And I get x equals 5. If you have questions, please bring those to class tomorrow. I'd like you to do these problems and bring to class for the grade. So pause the video if you need to here. There's going to be the homework assignment that you're going to work on tomorrow. All right. See you tomorrow.